Now, we always hear from NBA players that a win is a win. But, Chris, in all honesty, do some wins mean a lot more to players than others during the regular season?
You know, I know it sounds cliche, but not really. That really is the truth. You know, you may have 1 or 2 games that mean more, maybe Christmas, maybe against a rivalry, an old player, but you have to understand this. The whole mentality of lasting in this league is not to get too up or too down. If you get too up because you're playing against the Lakers, then, you know, you're going to lose against the Pistons the next night because you're not respecting them the same. You have to respect every team, fear every team the same. And so just circling one in red kind of shows that you're not respecting the next team, which sets up for a letdown. And so I think that's a good practice to have. Every game means the same, but human nature kicks in, and some are going to mean more than others.
That is really interesting. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. Calderon is out there with Smith. And it's Love in at the 5 spot. Livingston, that's good. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. It's a pick by Love. Tipped away. It's stolen by Livingston. Thompson from long range. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Thompson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Durant against James. Smith in the posts. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
And Durant gets it to go.
When it's all said and done, people will talk about Durant as one of the greatest deep threats to play this game.
James, the pass to Smith. Crowder, a screen on Thompson. Smith with it, picked up by Thompson. Thompson against Smith. Just 5 to shoot. To end the run. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Oh, well, we know Smith is an accomplished shooter from mid-range. You can't let him get comfortable from this area.
And Tyronn Lue thrown right into the fire as the head coach of the Cavaliers, and he led them to a title in his rookie year as a head coach.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind, but he's so organized. He knew the changes he wanted to make. Coming in and leading a championship team, he was up for the task.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Calderon with it. Outside Crowder. This one for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, on the road, you need as many contributors as you can find. The reserves definitely helped fuel the win that time.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. West is checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. And Cook subbed in for Sean Livingston. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Green comes in for Jay Crowder. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Jose Calderon. Cook kicks it to West. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Korver against Thompson. Knocked loose. Stolen by Thompson. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. Thompson's got 5.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Wade kicks to Green. The screen from Thompson. Lobbed up there for Green. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here they go. And Klay Thompson again. Thompson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Wade outside. Inside. Here's Green. And it's good off the back rim and in.
I love how Wade actively looks to find the open man. Look, he's effortlessly exploiting any holes in the defense.
They get it back. It's good. He has 7.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Korver. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, that shot off. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And, of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's...
I put all the pressure on me to...
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And, Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you allow them to speed up the tempo, there's a good chance you're going to fall behind.
They've got Iguodala. McCaw is out there with Cook. Then there's Nick Young. And it's West in at the 5, down low. That's the Warriors' 5. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM, and he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Nick Young loves scoring and lightheartedly jokes about his defense.
Oh, yeah, we always want players to be so serious about the game. There's a flip side to that. A teammate like Young who comes in every day with a smile on his face, it can lighten the mood in the locker room.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for West. Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Cook. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And hate to make a mistake there. Have to stay focused.
You're so right. Trying to shrink the deficit, sometimes you push too hard to make something happen.
And Young kicks to Livingston. There's the 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. The kick out to Crowder. Misses the 3. Warriors leading by 20. To the middle. Here's Green. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
I mean, he's built like a truck. Draymond easily able to finish through contact now with the chance to put the cherry on top.
And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in. Well, we always hear about how some guys are locker room leaders or a veteran presence on a team. Chris, how quickly does someone establish themselves as a team leader? It's universally embraced by the rest of the team.
It's tough. You know, some guys can come in and do it day one, but I think that we've seen a lot of leaders grow, whether it was a great leader like a 2-time MVP in Nash. It took some years first for him to understand himself and then kind of let his leadership you follow that on the court. We bring that to today. with a guy like a John Wall. It's taken him about 4 or 5 years to really learn to be around veterans, but guys are coming in younger now, and so I think that it's going to take a little bit of time to develop, but as long as they're continuing to learn, as long as they're continuing to put the effort out, because you're a leader first by what you do, not by what you say. And so if you are trying to figure your way out and work hard, then you're being a leader. People are figuring it out. It's usually when does the vocal part come in, along with kind of leading by an example. And so I think for every person it's different, but it's a lot of fun watching, because when they get to that point, you've definitely seen some development and growth from them mentally and physically when you know they've taken over the reins like a guy like John Wall has.
Good insight. And that one is stuffed right through.
Still with enough explosiveness and with great length to finish, Sean Livingston.
1:39 left to play here in the half. Here's Smith. That one's off, still out of sync. Warriors have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation to Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
Calderon dishes to Fry. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Fry's got his first points of the night. And Young kicks to Livingston. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Look, if you let Sean Livingston get to the free throw line and in, I mean, you might as well just be a layup. He has become lights out with that nice turnaround jumper from that range. Hand in his face, doesn't matter.
Different look here for the Warriors. West is checked in for Pachulia. Durant comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Young. And it's Klay Thompson in for McCall. LeBron kicks to Green. Over Durant. That shot misses. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Livingston, no luck. The Cavaliers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Fires from deep. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Korver. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
You got to respect the deep ball from James. Terrific at getting his feet under him before firing.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq. It was all about Golden State as the game got going. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished with a spirited 14-4 run to start. They came on extremely strong as the quarter was winding down, nailing all 6 of their... That's it for halftime.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Warriors shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Smith is the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Jay Crowder out there with Kevin Love, and it's Calderon in at the point.
You know, something we've seen a few times that the Warriors went through last season was super teams needed time to gel. Not the same incredible start for the Warriors. They weren't able to match their 73-win season, but who cares when you bring home that chip?
And the call will be against Shaun Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Warriors. James.
When KD sizes you up on defense and has a read on what you want to do, then often your best bet is to pass it off to someone else on your team.
Thompson passes to Pachulia. Back to Thompson. To the inside. Shoots from 12. And that's collected by Love. As the games went on, however, the Warriors looked more and more cohesive as a team. Took some bumps getting there, but it was worth the wait.
Well, we saw the same thing in Miami with LeBron, Bosh, and Wade, or in Boston with KG, Pierce, and Allen, and so on. So finding your roles and figuring out who needs to do what, it's a big part of NBA basketball. Warriors were not exempt from that, even with Durant.
Now here's Calderon. He's covered by Livingston. The wide open look for Love. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
I admire the quickness. Love's catch and shoot, Jay, is instant. Out of his hands in a second's notice.
And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
All right, here's a look at stats for James. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging around 26 points per, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
They get it again. Durant. Here's Livingston. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And Thompson sends it back.
Oh, he hasn't been much of a shot blocker in his career, but Clay denies that one.
Here's Livingston. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
And here's Green outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Green's got 11 points.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
They set the screen. The feed now to Crowder. 5 to shoot. And Durant sends it back.
But you're not going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Green dishes to Pachulia. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pachulia. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Warriors.
And boy, they've been producing points both inside and out. That kind of symmetry offensively is a great sign, and it's correlated with their early success.
Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Chris, when you played, you were known as a guy at your size who could rip and run, take it coast to coast. You look around the league now, who are some of the best big men ball handlers?
Oh, you love it. If you get that board, you got to be able to take it, speed up the offense. We've seen Draymond just have a field day doing it with all the players on his team that could knock it down and score. Blake Griffin, Anthony Davis. We've even seen Paul Millsap and Julius Randle do it a little bit. So I love the fact that if you can get that board and push it, it makes it easier because you don't have to look for the outlet. You can actually find that point guard, that 2-guard in transition, and let them score, and you be the facilitator.
James with it, picked up by Thompson. Thompson against James. It's a pick by Love. From deep. Green with the rebound.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
I don't think they were expecting that shot. They didn't really make an effort to get out on him.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. LeBron against Thompson. Screen by Smith. Takes the three. The shot that time not on target. So Golden State will take it the other way.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
16 seconds left to play in the third. There's the pick. The dish now to LeBron. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy. Drive and kick.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. They've got JaVale McGee, West out there with Young, and it's McCaw in a two-guard. That's the Warriors' 5. There's the pick. Calderon, that's good. Calderon's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Cavs.
Well, Calderon is very sneaky on his drives. He knows exactly how to create enough space for him to finish.
Here's McGee, and he can't bank that one in. And here's Calderon to the paint. Here's Thompson. Tries again, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Look, I like how aggressive Thompson is inside. He's easily picking up fouls thanks to his massive size.
And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
The Cavaliers shooting just 31% in the game. Outside Korver. Now, here's Fry. Defense is right there. They set the pick. Here's Calderon. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The NBA coaching ranks always looked at and scrutinized. Only 30 great jobs out there in the league, and yet they're on the firing line, it seems like, every season. Chris, what enables head coaches, in your opinion, to be successful? And has that changed over the years?
Well, I think what allows you to be successful, first of all, what is your acumen for the game? Can you communicate? Can you inspire players? Are you a humble guy? And, I think those are the main things that you have to, have as a coach. But look, players get traded all the time. Everybody's under pressure. So, just got to do your best and keep it moving.
That's a 2 from Korver. Shot clock reset for Cleveland.
Whoa, the D caught a break on that play. I'm sure that is not the plan, leaving him so wide open.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Calderon kicks to Thompson. Calderon sets a screen for Thompson. Passes it to Green. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And the Cavs, a powerhouse team, but they're used to overcoming long odds as well.
I mean, you think of their 3-1 deficit against the Warriors in 2016, going on to win it all. That was just crazy. But last season, the largest second-half comeback in playoff history. In the clutch, they always respond.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Calderon kicks to Thompson. On the wing, Green, defended by Young. West with the steal. Pass to McCaw. Shot on the wing. The Cavaliers pull it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And here are the Cavaliers now with the fadeaway. That one off the back iron and out. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To the left side wing. Chris, bench celebrations can be seen as showing up the other team. Is there a balance in your mind of how players can celebrate without maybe rubbing it in the other team's face?
I mean, this isn't baseball. You know, if basketball was baseball, if we hit a home run, then we could trot, turn around, spin. We don't, you know, you can have respect for your players by how hard you play against them, by preparing for them, by, you know, not playing dirty. But basketball, no. No, the culture is in the parks. The culture is with guys that play, and the bench should have as much fun. I love watching the benches go crazy. Think of how hard those guys on the bench work all season long and may never get in. What's wrong with being hyped for your teammates? No, I don't think it should be turned. I love it. Actually, I think some of these benches need to turn it up even more. Hopefully, we get a better show on the bench.
And Thompson gets it to go.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kevin Durant.
Just the scoring alone. I mean, it's a fantastic game for him. He was just going over, around, through the defense, I mean, all day long.
Here's McCaw. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Calderon, and the layup is good.
And I love how calm and collected Calderon was on that little finish inside.
17-foot shot on the way. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid up and in by Young.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
Outside Korver. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Lets it fly. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme...
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris